with our ears, but rather our brains, apparently causing people to have auditory processing disorders. So what does that mean? We're going to bring in Dr. Akshay Syal. He is here in the studio to explain all of this. First off, Akshay Syal, yeah, you've got a case right there.
Guilty as charged. I have noise canceling headphones. I've been using noise canceling headphones for years, and short answer is I'm not going to stop based on what we're seeing today. But that being said, it is really, really interesting what these audiologists are telling the UK press.
Got it. So you're still using it, but you've read this. First off, let's just explain the science here. How does our brain process sounds, and what does noise canceling do?
Great question, Gotti. So when things make noise in the world, they create these sound waves, and I think we have an animation here we can play for you in a sec. But these sound waves travel through the ear. They go through the middle ear and then into the inner ear. You can see there on your screen there. And those vibrations from the sound essentially just vibrate different parts of the ear. You can see that's the eardrum there, just that little squishy thing moving. And there's some bones in the ear that are going to start vibrating. And that thing on the right there, that's the cochlea, that's sort of snail-looking thing. So that's, when we talk about noise damage and hearing loss, that's where most of it happens, right? That's the reason we have noise-canceling headphones in the first place, to prevent some of that damage. But Gotti, what we're talking about today is a little bit different. You can see some of those hair cells on the screen there. That's what happens when things are too loud. But what they're saying today in the UK is that there's actually a problem in the brain, not the ear. Sort of like, if you're in a noisy room, kind of telling where that sound is or who is talking. That's more of what we're talking about today, as opposed to dampening everything.
Interesting. And so when the brain is processing this ambient sound in the background, is that important for human development?
It is, and a lot of what we're seeing, especially with these AirPods and other headphones, kids are using them in school. Kids in their younger years are using them in school, and so a lot of the alarm today in the UK press is about if these kids are starting so young, what's going to happen as they develop? Are those parts of the brain going to be shrink or atrophied, or going to be smaller than they should be? And how is that going to affect their ability to have a conversation sitting here in a room or in a loud room, or sort of be able to pick up different sounds? That's where a lot of the alarm is coming from.
So moderation?
So moderation. I'm not going to stop using noise-canceling headphones. A lot of the noise-canceling headphones we saw today, have a transparency mode or an adaptive mode where you can sort of, play that ambient noise, bring it back into life. Because, if you're walking around in New York City, for example, and you have noise-canceling headphones, that could be a problem if there's a car coming by and you don't hear it necessarily. So everything in moderation, and it's okay to turn off that noise-canceling feature every now and then.
Yeah, but I feel like you love your noise-canceling, because sometimes we share an office, and I know I had a tendency to mumble.
I got to tune out ambient noise, you know?
There you go. Dr. Akshay Syal, thanks so much for joining us.
Anytime.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or